You have to click it twice. Any question? Not done. You have to click save. Because it says save this image for web. So click save. Next question. How would you change the image size? Let's say I want to reduce the image size. Where would you go?
Canvas size.
You go to image.
Image size.
Image size. Let's say I want to reduce this to, let's say 450 pixels maximum. The maximum should be 400 pixels. What would I do?
You kill yourself.
The max. What'd you say?
This is hard.
Here's the question. If it says maximum is 450 pixels, you look at the biggest number, you type 450 pixels there. So let's say, what's bigger, 901 or 599?
599.
You need to take math.
Geometry honors.
So 900, as you can tell, is bigger, so you would type whatever it is to make it bigger. In the bottom it says, then what do you have to click?
Best for reduction.
That's for reduction, yes. You have enlargement and you have reduction.
Pause it. Press the pause button.
Oh! As you can see, when you reduce it, something has to happen. So as you can see, the whole thing reduced, so you did something right.
Oh, I'm on the graduating list too. Where's the list?
Here's another. How would you change the canvas size? Again, to change the canvas size, you go to image, canvas size. Let's say I want the right side to be enlarged by 50 pixels. Try to go sit down.
Did you say you saw the list?
Oh, it's
You can go to guidance.
A question.
Post it on the wall.
Ben, how would I enlarge only the right side?
You click the little anchor point on the left.
Again, if you want to enlarge the right side, you click the opposite. Whatever side you want to enlarge, you click the opposite. All the arrows pointing to the right. You change it to, you want to enlarge the right side by 50 pixels. What do you have to do then? Which one is the whatever?
The height, right? No.
The width. Because if it's only the right side, it's the width. If you want to change the top, it has to be the height. So what's 450 plus 50? 500. And again, notice the right side over here has the black over here because that was the background color, and it was enlarged by 50 pixels. As you can actually notice it from 450 to 500, exactly it did what we told it to do. Question: What is Bridge? What is Bridge used for? Adam.
It's for opening files.
Opening files. What else?
For browsing files.
Viewing files. No. What else is Bridge used for?
Printing buttons. I don't know. Putting them on the
Managing and organizing files.
What was it?
Managing and organizing files.
Now speak without you handing him out.
Managing and organizing files.
Yes, yes.
Technically, he's being polite. Covering his mouth.
Well,
You should know that you're from Europe.
That's true.
yeah, so
They stick
Bridge is
things
used for
everywhere.
managing and organizing. Yes, you can view the files in there as well, but it's to manage and to organize it. So remember those two. If it asks you about licensing and ownership, remember, if you take anything from online, it's not yours, it's somebody else's. So if it asks you anything, you always have to give them credit. They're always the rightful owner. They always get money.
Yeah.
Just think through it. Whatever question that it might ask you about licensing and ownership, remember, they always write. Whoever has the license, and they always write, and you have to pay the money. It's copyrighted. Create a group for 3 layers. How would I create a group for 3 layers?
It's easy.
Let's say I want to group these 3 layers together that I just created.
Group.
Where's group? Where would I go to create group?
Layer.
You go to layer.
For 3 layer.
New.
New.
Group.
You go layer, new, group, you give it the name, whatever. Empty layers.
But there's a button.
Yeah.
Or you can click the button. You can click either the button,
That's a pretty good ball.
or you can go to layer, new, group. How would I add these three to the group?
Drag and on top of it.
Click and drag right on top. Notice how it was indented. That is how you put them in the group. So if you hide the group, those layers also are hidden. Any questions?
Nah.
Next one is boom, 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 boom. Option design. Something about, it will ask you about something about option design. What are the elements of option design? White space, I think that's what it was. Unity is one, harmony is not.
Can you just tell the ones that are right?
I don't remember, I don't know what was there because there's more than three, but harmony is not part of the option design.
Dude, I noticed from harmony.
Duh. How would you sharpen edges? How do you sharpen edges of an image? Let's say this table. How would I sharpen edges of this? Sharpen
Oh,
tool.
that was one of the hard questions. Yeah, no, it's not.
You go to filter. Hey, to sharpen the edges, go to filter. Sharpen. Unsharp mask. Then you would sharpen the amount, radius, and threshold.
What the
We went over this and I got it wrong.
Remember, sharpen edges is again filter, sharpen whatever.
Why isn't sharpen edges?
Because not because if you click sharpen edges, you don't have the little details, amount, threshold, and everything like that to put in here.
That's what I couldn't figure out. I remember we did this one and I kept clicking sharpen edges and I was like, something else is wrong.
Yes. You click filter, sharpen, unsharp mask. Then you have the pop-up dialog box will come out. And then you will click whatever amount you have to do, whatever radius you got to do, and threshold. You change it. If it says radius 2, you change it the way you want it. Next one was store copyright information. What stores copyright information?
Can you send this to me?
Metadata, yes. If it asks about where the copyright information is stored, it is in metadata. How would you create a solid fill layer?
Oh, I got that one.
How would you do it?
I don't remember, but I
Again,
like
it-
everything and then
layer, new fill layer,
oh yes.
solid. And if it says created from the foreground, background, just click OK. Keep it the same because I already picked the foreground color. Then OK. Notice how the fill layer has been created. I'm going to hide it so we can continue working. Load selection. How would you load the selection? Let's say I have something else selected in a different tab. Let's say open recent portrait practice. How would you load selection? Again, just think through.
So loud.
Select because it has the word selection in it. And then where do you see load selection?
Where it says load selection.
Load selection. Then you scroll down. I really didn't select it yet, but you would just click OK. That's where you go load selection from. Any questions? Layer style is easy. You have the add facts over here in the bottom. You can double click on the layer outside, not where it's written the name, layer name, or you go to layer style. Where's layer? There's layer style. Question: how would you scale to fit media? How would you put this document so that it scales to fit media?
That's when printing.
That is when you do printing. So you go to File, Print. Okay. No, I'm not printing. And then if you scroll down, you would have to scroll down because there's a lot of space over here and you would not see it. See right here where it says Scale to Fit Media? Make sure you check that box. And again, when we're going to print our projects, because after this week we're going to be working on projects only. So you would click Scale to Fit Media, so it fits the entire document, whatever you click. And then you would click Print. Even after you click Print, it might say something is done in error. Don't worry about it. Just continue. You did it right. I'm not going to click Print because I don't want this. When it asks about target audience, it will ask about target audience. You have to know what is the goal, what is the objective. The pay and everything else, that's a little bit different though. So just think through. What would be the first thing you have to do? I don't remember the exact question, but think it through. Use your nugget. Use the little peanut in your head. Question: what are the 3 files to save for web? 3 files to save for web. How would you save it for web? JPEG is 1.
For web.
PNG.
Wait, what is it?
3 files to save for web. JPEG, PNG, and there is a 3-letter one. It's fake backwards.
GIF.
GIF. JPEG, PNG, and GIF. GIF is the one that has, you can have illustrations, it can be moving and so on. Not a GIF.
I know it's a gift, but they said it's a gift.
Yes. Question, how would you add horizontal text? Easy, right? One that will tell you to add horizontal text. You click on the type tool. You type, because I need to type something in so I can show you the next piece.
You get a better
Let's say I want to say hello. After you type, make sure you click the checkbox. You have to click the checkbox for it to count. Question. Now, here's the one for you, Camilla. Since this is an easy one. How would I scale this type layer to 150% width? Do you scale it? This is the scale.
Oh, I was just me watching.
Nope. You want this to expand. Right now it's at 100%, right?
You gotta write it first.
Alright, so we can see it. What would you do? Add it. Transform. Scale. And then right here on top in the option bar is W stands for width. Right? Make sure you know the W is for width. So if it says 100, you will type 150, and then it will expand it by 150. So multiply it. Notice how it expanded by, see, it's about at 300, and this one roughly about 350. So expanded by 50%. But after you do that, make sure you click the checkbox. You have to click the checkbox because it's not valid until you do. Copy paste is easy. CMYK, what is that used for?
Printing.
Printing. It's something physical you can touch. RGB, what is that for?
Red, green, blue.
Huh? Red, green, blue, yes. But what is it? What do you
I
use it
swear, if
mainly
you touch
for?
this, I will kill you.
It is for color, but it's more for digital. If you do anything for web design, if you do any type of digital, anything that has to do with digital format is RGB. CMYK is to print.
Print tag.
Ba-bum. Custom workspace. How would you create a custom workspace? Where are all the workspaces? Custom workspace. You click on. Hey, quiet down, Adam. I know you're excited, but quiet down. You will click on Window, Workspace.
No, I'm excited.
After you add all of the panels that you need, you will click right here, New Workspace. You click New Workspace, title it, whatever you wanted, and then you will click Save. After you click Save, that's how you create a new workspace. Another thing they will tell you to do is create a blur. Surface blur. How would you do a surface blur?
You take your finger, wipe the processor.
You are incorrect. You select the proper layer, go to filter, blur, and then you have surface blur. And change the radius threshold to whatever it wants you to do. And you click OK. Question, how would you convert the image to black and white non-destructively?
Oh, you press on the adjustment.